Leon, just been watching, just watched a brutal 30-minute round robin there at Ricky's gym with Brent McGinty and VIP's Dexter McCosey. I always get Dexter, so he'll going to kill me now. Very enjoyable. It was certainly enjoyable to watch. I don't know what it was like to be in.
Enjoyed it, good. It's always just bad when I come back in the gym, so.
But I've not met you before, but I was speaking to your coach Terry, and he's been your amateur coach and now going to be your pro coach as well.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I've stuck with Terry with most of my amateur game, and then I don't see myself changing for a pro game as well.
No need to now, is it? You had to at one point because amateur coaches would have to give up the licence. That's not the case no more.
Exactly.
I think it's a good thing for boxing because you can spend a year or 18 months a coach learning to find out about how to get the best you. And I presume Terry will already know that.
Yeah, definitely.
And you've got your debut, was it the 30th of July?
30th of July, yeah, so it's just over 5 weeks. I think it's 5 weeks in 3 days.
I think Dexter's actually fighting on that show as well,
isn't he? He's fighting on it as well, he's on it. I think that's his debut as well, isn't it?
So let's find out a little bit about yourself then. How old are you?
I'm 20, so I turned 21 in October. So
big lad.
Still young.
What weight are you going to be fighting at?
Super middleweight, so 76.5 kilo. I've got like 3 kilo to lose, and then weight won't be an issue to make.
Well, weight certainly at being 20 years old isn't an issue, and I presume you're not going to get the luxury of a day before weigh-in, are you?
I think so. I think it's day before weigh-ins. I'll have to double check, but I'm sure it is the day before weigh-ins. It shouldn't be an issue if it's not anyway.
No. Any idea of your opponent yet?
We've got like 2 or 3 names. I'm not too sure, so I think we'll know for definite in the next couple of weeks.
And what was your amateur career like? You said it was only a short one, but fairly. Because you tell me then. Because you started early, a few fights as a young kid.
I had a couple of fights as a young lad, maybe like 2 skills and then 1 proper amateur. I didn't have the motivation, I was a kid. I had a scholarship for Widnes, so doing rugby, so that was what I was more into.
Hence the size of you then?
Yeah, but that was what I was into growing up. I was motivated for me rugby, and I'd done box on the side so I weren't focused on it. That was when I was a young lad. And then injury through rugby, I ended up stopping my rugby. I didn't really do anything for a couple of years, and then I found out about Teddy's boxing gym, and then got into me boxing, and I was just passionate about that then.
And you won the under 10s, did you?
Won the under 10s in the MTK Lonsdale Court. That was 3 fights in 3 days. I won that. I won the under 20s Merseyside and Cheshire, and I got beat in the quarterfinals or the semi-finals.
Yeah.
But so I had a busy couple of seasons. I think I had about 16 fights in one season at one point. So
what weight would it have been? Have you grown much since? It's been 2 years nearly, isn't it?
I've not really grew that much, to be fair. It was at 75 kilos. That was the weight I always was for the amateurs.
Right.
So I won't.
So as a super middleweight, it was super middleweight about 76, is it?
I think so. Yeah. That's for the pros. It's 76.5, but for the amateurs, I had to get to 75. I don't know whether that was middleweight or.
It's middleweight, yeah. It's about 11 stone. 11 stone 10, I think it is. Isn't it?
So I've not really grew that much. Just growing up a bit, obviously. I was. It could be possible for me to drop even lower to middleweight. It would be hard, but I reckon it could be possible.
20 years old, you're probably going to grow, and you might as well just stay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Say if I don't grow anymore now until I'm fully grown, it might be an option to drop down to middleweight. Cause I might be able to, but right now I might still be growing, so it'll be hard.
It's not an issue. Not until you get to about 8 or 9 and 0, then you can start reevaluating the way you need to be. What are your aspirations then? Where would you like to be then by the time you hang up your gloves?
I want to do everything I can achieve. I live the life, and I'm willing to do anything to make it as far as I can go.
Well, I quite like that, Spat, because at first, I thought you might have been a little bit out of your depth there, because you seem like a bit of a slow starter.
I am a slow starter, yeah.
But once you got going, that movement of yours, I mean, really, really good movement. And some of those uppercuts that you were throwing were beautiful shots.
And that's what I mean. That's another reason why I turned over to the pro game because it takes me a little bit longer to warm up. Obviously the amateurs, it was 3 2-minute rounds, and when you're a senior it's 3 3-minute rounds. So by the time it's got to the third round, I've only just started really to get into
Well,
the
who
game.
do you look up to as a professional then? Because that style, it's boxing rather than fighting, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a favourite boxer. I try to pick me traits from the best. And
take a little bit of everyone, mix it all up.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I want to try and be good at
Because
everything.
there's bits of Billy Joe in there.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's what I mean, where you dipped under and you spun round the back of them.
I mean, me uppercuts have always been me good shots. They're easy to throw, I reckon. So, yeah, like I said, I'm getting sharp and sharp.
I thoroughly enjoyed it, and hopefully I might be down there because Dexter's going to be on the show, and I work for VIP. He's a VIP fighter, so hopefully I might be chatting to you after that night, hopefully, and after that fight, and saying 1-0.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully, that's what I'm looking to do. Yeah.
Leon, you take care, mate.
Cheers, thank you, mate.
Bye bye.
For all boxing info, news, and latest interviews, amateur and pro across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.